Today we are making one of Mike's throwback favorites from the 1970s. We're making an easy goulash. We will need a ½ pound of ground beef, 1 cup or 4 ounces of pasta. You can use any shape pasta you want. We are using elbows today. I have about 6 ounces of frozen onion pepper mix, a 14-ounce can of petite diced tomatoes, a 8-ounce can or whatever size that is of tomato sauce, about a teaspoon of garlic, and about a tablespoon of Worcestershire sauce. When you get ready, the first thing you want to do is you want to make sure that your pasta water is at a boil. I'm not a big salter, so we don't usually salt our pasta water, but I'm going to toss it in and I'm going to let it cook for about 2 minutes less than the package directions. Perfect. Then I'm going to add some oil, whatever kind you want. I'm using olive oil to your pan, probably about a tablespoon. But make sure your pan's really hot, and you're going to toss your ground beef in there. I highly recommend using a potato masher to really break up the meat because it lets you get it in much smaller pieces. So what you're going to do is you're going to brown your ground beef until it's the color that you like. Remember, they say color equals flavor, so I go a little bit dark. The ground beef has browned, and as you can see, there's some sticking to the bottom, and that's perfectly all right. The next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to toss in my veggies, my peppers and onions, and the moisture from that will help give up those bits from the bottom. So just kind of mix those around until all those good bits are up and until you get a little bit of transparency on the onions and the peppers have been warmed through. Once you've gotten all of the vegetables warmed up, you want to add your tomatoes. Again, we tend to be more of a tomato or more of a veggie family, so I'll add the whole can of that. And then we're going to add tomato sauce. And then you're going to add your Worcestershire. Oops, forgot the garlic. You can put the garlic in when you put the peppers and onions to give it a little bit of a cooking time. But if you forget, that's okay too. Worcestershire. Worcester.
Worcestershire.
And then I'm going to add a little bit of water also, because I want to be able to cook the pasta in this a little bit. So I'm going to rinse out my tomato sauce can with some water and dump that in. I'm adding the pasta to this. Pasta's been cooked to 2 minutes below whatever the box directions are. So now I'm just going to stir that in, and I'm going to leave it at about a medium heat. And I'm just going to let it simmer for about 5 more minutes. I added another 2 minutes to the cook time, so this has been cooking for 7 minutes. This is what it will look like if you use the ingredients that I said at the beginning. Mike, however, wanted more pasta, so I will be adding more pasta to Mike's. But ultimately, it's done. Hope you enjoy it. Mike and I don't use a lot of salt and pepper, so season to taste. And, you know, give it a go. It's pretty easy.